Alright, welcome back to another Leaguers. This time we're back with FTRL GT1 week number 8 at week number 7 at Suzuka. So yeah, this track, last time we were here, we were in the McLaren and it didn't go too well, but it was one of my first actual seasons in FTRL GT1. So we're coming back, we're in the GTR. I think they're a little different this time. Sadly, qualifying did not go too well for a few reasons. Mostly because, well, I mean, the lap was okay that I hooked up, but we didn't time it very well. Yeah, just didn't get the timing right. And you can see we're coming across a line here, and we're just a few seconds shy of getting 2 laps in. So this is our last qualifying lap with a minute 50 to go. So it's a bit annoying that we did try and rush as much as we could to try and get to the line here, but timing just didn't work out, and this turn 1 sequence wasn't brilliant. You see drifting wide, and you're going to see the cost of it. But we've got cars in front, you know, trying to hurry do the same thing. We're not spread out very well. You know, it's a bit of a mess all round, and the end result is we're going to come up to the Dunlop curve here, and we're 3 tenths down in sector 1, and that's really game over already. So, you know, bit annoying that, tough one that didn't really time it very well. We ended up, where did we end up? I think we ended up 7th or 8th. One of the two. I think it was 7th. The lap was solid. Yeah, 7th place, like the 59 flat. Lap was solid. Just wasn't enough. Didn't have enough time to get another run in. I'm running special liveries for the 3 Japanese races we have coming up. So this is somewhat anime inspired, this one. It's got near automate on the side, and some of the anime bits and bobs here and there. But away we go. We lost a position immediately then to FTRL blue flag. But there's a nice little space to the left-hand side, which we'll try and squeeze into. And so we'll hook it round. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Holden station. So yeah, we lost 1 position there against blue flag, who likely is a firm defender of positions. So anyways, we'll just file through. I don't think anything else happened really this lap 1. I do have a game plan for this. It's very much, you know, it's about getting to lap 15. It's about getting the 1 stop. I'm assuming 90% of the grid of everyone else will be doing the 2 stop, pitting lap 10 or 11, and then going, yeah, split there. So we do have a delta to hit. You know, anything that was in the 2-minute ones is too quick to get the tires to lap 15. So, you know, it is very casual, like it's very managed driving through sector 1 and through some of these corners like the Dunlop curve and Spoon coming up to here. But we are involved in a bit of a race here, so to speak, with Pagani and Sean. Pagani, yeah, there's a little bit of contact with him, and Sean is going to push Sean out. Pagani gets a right tank slapper, which gives us a great chance to get him heading down towards 130 yard. We have the run. Car on the inside, yeah, difficult one to leave space here. I get a nose ahead, sweeping, there's enough space left. Good racing that, very good racing. We managed to make it through and we move up into 6th place. And yeah, again, the higher track position we have here, the better, because, you know, I do have targets to hit. So, you know, the better we can do that, the higher position we are, the better we can do that. But it was very strange. You can see that actually the wind, 4 miles an hour going down towards 130R and down the main straight. And as a result, I was very confused as to, like, I was like, 2-minute 1.2? That's way too quick. Like, what on earth? Pace was so much quicker. And just because that wind was perfect going down towards coming out of Spoon and down the main street at the same time. So I was so confused. Like, our pace was good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we're managing our tires here very nicely and doing 2 minutes and 2-minute ones. It's going very, very well, and we're pulling a gap to this big group of cars behind. So yeah, we're just running our race really, and it's going very, very well. Lap 9, you can see the gap we pulled out is nearly 3 seconds to Pagani. We got blue flag and Dominic here in front. Dominic has killed his tires, I believe. So he's coming into the pits. And so I'm not really looking to attack Simon in front here. It's just very much looking to just get to our lap deltas, really. Or get to the lap 15 rather. And I don't know how long he's going, but you know, I know I'm not looking to really get a move on too much. Like, I expect it to close a little bit towards the end of the stint here, but anyways, we're going to fast forward through the S's and coming out of the Dunlop curve. Heading up to the first Degner. See the winds kind of died down a little bit there. 2.8 miles an hour now compared to the 4 that was earlier. But Simon's going to go a little bit deep into the first Degner, and we're going to slip to the inside, down the inside to the second Degner, and we get that position done there. So happy days. Don't worry too much about losing time when the tyres get a little bit further on their life. And we have got enough tyre. We can actually use a little bit more of the tyre now, and we get to lap 15, which we do. And so we use a bit more towards the last lap or two. We are in the lead of the race thanks to everyone that's pitting, of course, with the with the 2 stops. The other person that is doing the 1 stop, I believe, is going to be Ross and Biggles. Now, Biggles is about 10-11 seconds behind. So here we come. We're going to fill up all the way to the brim. Nice even 15 laps, and we'll go to the end and see. We're obviously going to filter out towards the back end of things. We're going to come out just behind Marley, who is stepping in this week for Chubbs this week, because he's in the Tic Tac car. So and he was actually very generous to let me go at this point, because I didn't have to, of course, but anyways, he brakes early and gets out of the way, so I appreciate that. I always into the back of him. You can see the wind's actually changed. It's heading into the Degner, so it took a few laps for me to get used to braking wise. Lap 20. This is kind of your 2-stopper kind of guys coming in and out. So we get a bunch. We get by a bunch of them. Good grief, words are hard. And we actually jump Witchell, but so we are in the net race lead right now. This is the net race lead. Witchell is genuinely behind us in track position, but I know he's got pace. I've got to manage again. I can't just drive, to the extreme here. I do have to, same to the first stint. Do have to save the tires, and they do require managing constantly throughout. That's fine. We have a delta to hit, and Witchell gets by then into Spoon. I didn't really choose to fight that too much. We just say it in the slip, but yeah. So yeah, there we go. Witchell is in the net race lead. Tom then makes his last stop. Then he's coming out on softs. He did 2 11-lap stints, and he is going to come out on softs to end. Now we do jump Tom by about 10 or so seconds, 11 seconds. So you can see how much time we made up with the 1 stop. So we were able to make this work so nicely in our favour. But Tom can push out flat on these softs. Softs are actually pretty good, relatively speaking. You think they drop off like a stone compared to the mediums, but they're actually not too bad, all things considered. So he makes up that place, and yeah, he gets by. And yeah, that's it, really. Very straightforward race. We're going to settle in. We just manage we got a nice gap behind to Rom and those other guys who are on 2 stops. They did make some time up, as you would expect, but I can manage this race very nicely. We slide into the 2-minute 2s if we need to do. Basically, this second stint went how I expected the first stint to go, but the wind went against this time. Tom then's actually going to slow up and actually let us through into second, which is very nice of him. He didn't have to do that at all, but the team result is the one that matters here, and we got a good result with the GT2 boys on the Thursday. Tom and myself are going to complete another double podium for the Jaeger dive bombs. A fantastic result. Absolutely delighted with that. We executed that race very, very nicely, and I'm very pleased with that tactical drive with the fuel and the tires. So yeah, we did an absolutely smashing job. So yeah, brilliant stuff, I have to say. And yeah, well deserved podium for us both. So up 5 places, just played strategy absolutely to perfection. Tire saving, mwah. Magnifique. I don't know what the Japanese for magnificent is, but here are the Pro-Am and Pro standings. You've got a comfortable lead. I actually think we are technically Pro-Am champions, because I don't think, because like the worst result could only would be 1 point, but I guess if I were to disconnect, yeah, even then. So like, yeah, Pro-Am champion with 2 races to go. Very happy about that. And Witchell's got that his bait all but sewn up as well in the Pro category. Moving on into the driver standings, I do believe that we are 3rd. Yeah, look at that, 3rd place. Jeez, what a season it's been. Wow. I didn't actually realize I knew I was like 4th or so, but like I didn't think I was actually 3rd. 8 points behind Tom as well. So we've had a stellar season. It's been excellent stuff. And it's going to bode very nicely as well for the team standings, which you'll see in a second here as well. Which has all but sewn up the driver standing as well. It just needs to basically finish to secure that. We got a 1 point lead over the Vaseline boys for P1 and P2. We've got a nice big gap to Team Sneak in 3rd place for the automatic qualification, so we don't have to go through the playoff races. And there's a lot of battles going on for the last playoff race spot in 6th, and all my qualification in that 3rd spot as well. But yeah, fantastic stuff. So excellent stuff. Season's going very nicely, and we are just going through it as we get closer and closer to the grand finale event at Daytona, which is coming up in a few weeks' time. But that's going to do it for this week's edition of FTRL GT1 at Suzuka. Fantastic stuff all around then. Next up, oh boy, next up is our designated wet week at Fuji. So, yeah, should be fun. So, yeah, thanks very much for watching, and until next time.